Hey there. This is my 2017 Subaru Crosstrek that I converted over the last couple of years into a hiker trash, dirtbag, ski bum, Basecamp on wheels. Been pretty happy with it. It served me well for about 5 years and 80,000 miles. Why did I choose a Subaru? When I started climbing the 14ers, it became really obvious that I needed to get to the trailheads early for those alpine starts, and I really hate driving in the morning. So having something that I could pull up to a trailhead, camp at overnight, and then just roll out of bed and start hiking in the morning was really what I was looking for. So I wanted something that was fuel efficient, self-contained, compact, and decent enough clearance to get up a number of those rougher roads to some of the trailheads. Not total four-wheel drive, but good to have that all-wheel drive for some of the winter trips. It's gotten me to almost every trailhead I could want to get to, and when it doesn't, that means I just get to hike more, so that's fine. So start with the exterior. I've definitely made some customizations around the exterior, mostly aesthetic, but also some functionality as well. So we'll take a look around and I'll show you what I've changed on the outside. So first up on the wheels, I definitely upgraded the tires to more of an all-terrain type tire. That's worked really well year round. I've kept the stock wheels. I'd love to replace them and get a full-size spare at some point, but really hasn't been worth it. So I painted over both the front and the rear bumpers with the Durabak textured material. Just makes it all super rust-proof and makes it a little bit more of an aggressive look that I like. Blacked out the chrome on the fog lights, switched out the grille for something a little simpler, debadged it, and switched out the front license plate delete here as well. Headlights are stock. Just added the kind of a black vinyl trim to it there. So under the hood, everything here with the engine's just been super reliable, easy to maintain, and I've just had it regularly serviced and oil changed and everything else, and it's worked great. No complaints. Blacked out the mirrors, blacked out the door handles, and then I've got the window covering here. Up top, I installed the Victory 4x4 roof rack, and that's worked really well. It's super solid. Put on this Plano rifle case. That's good for just some extra gear storage and camping stuff. And the entire roof is also treated with that Durabak, so you can see some of that texture coming through here as well. I've just taken every opportunity to paint the details black back here. So license plate, vinyl behind the license plate, PlastiDip here, blacked out the logo, PlastiDip black on the badges, Durabak blacked out the bumper, and some vinyl overlays on the reflector and tail lights as well. Can also see the Durabak up here coming off the roof, and that continues all the way up to the windshield. And then we can pop open the trunk here, and here's the first look at the camper setup. So the main feature is the pull-out drawer here for the kitchen, which just opens up at the top, and then this pulls out. So the kitchen works really well for me. I can just prop this up, get that out of the way, and then got an extra tabletop that I can use for setup. And then the stove comes out. So I'll just grab whatever I need to cook and put the cover back on. And then I have this whole platform to cook on. So yeah, once that's all set up, plenty of space to make some ramen, plenty of oatmeal, coffee. And then inside the car, we also have the spare tire compartment. Since the tire's up on the roof, there's extra storage down here underneath the drawer. Empty right now, but I've used that for extra backpacks, clothing, things I don't need quick access to. So there is some extra storage back here under the platform because I did take out the rear seats. So that's opened up these couple of spots for some books, extra gear, helmets, and just toss some sandals down underneath there. And plenty of extra storage actually behind the seats as well. Cooler is just the Walmart special, and just have that easily accessible. Not too much to say about the front. I've just really tried to keep it pretty clean and standard. So yeah, same here with the passenger side storage. Got my window coverings here, which have been absolutely essential, and have some shoe storage down here. It's old yoga mat cut up just for keep everything in place. That works really well. Extra space down here for other things. Always have smart water bottles. So that's how I set everything up, just as I'm driving, traveling, keeps everything packed together. But when it comes to getting to the campsite, I can transition my bed and then set it up for camp mode. So I'll walk through how I do that transition next. First step, gonna move the passenger seat all the way up as far as it'll go, and then come around behind, and I can flip up the mattress, just push it back. And then I have these two hinges that fold up, and those will support the extension, and the extension just folds out and fills in that space perfectly. And then I actually also have an extra cubby in here where I just keep climbing gear, ropes, extra bags, things I won't need on every trip, but it's good to have kind of an extra secret cubby for that kind of stuff. And then the mattress can fold back down. So then this is a 2-foot wide by 6-foot long platform. So it's just big enough for me. And obviously, plenty of extra space underneath. So then I can just grab my sleeping bag and ready for camp. So then also have the window covers. So these can go right on there. I did add some Velcro to these windows just so that I can keep that window cracked. Definitely have used this setup at a number of Walmarts and Loves and places where you're under the street lights and things. Obviously, I always like to be out in places like this, but one of my favorite things about this setup is that I can be pretty stealth with it and just roll up to a parking spot and set this all up from the inside, put up the window covers, and no one would even know that there's somebody sleeping. So that works really well. So then also over here, I can get up onto the roof box, pull out some camping gear. So I just step up like that, and then pop these open. And yeah, I just have some extra random space up here for some camping supplies, other things that don't need to be kept inside the car. The donut here, just ratchet strapped onto the roof rack, super solid. That's been up there a while now, haven't had to use it. All right, I just cooked up some leftover curry for tonight. Simple, one of my go-tos for sure. And I did want to mention that all of the wood in the build is treated with a clear coat, so it's waterproof and, don't need to worry about it getting too dirty when you're cooking. So like I was saying also about the stealth camping option, I am able to make that whole conversion from the inside of the vehicle if I'm in a parking lot or if there's a storm going on outside, I don't want to open up all the doors. I can set this just from right here. So just pulling the passenger seat up to the front, flip this back, and then here are those hinges. Hit that, and then fold this out. And that's set up just like that. And then if I want to get in bed from the front seat, I can do that too. Easy. Got plenty of foot room, plenty of space in here. Just lay down, read a book. Pretty comfortable. So yeah, that's pretty much everything here. Like I said, the car's been great. I've had a lot of fun doing some little modifications to it over the last few years, and it's worked out great for me. I think the Crosstrek is a great vehicle for mountain adventure, getting to remote trailheads and car camping in beautiful spots like this. And works great, having the hatchback, tailgating for cooking dinner, and just the right amount of interior space for a great stealth camping setup. So I've been really happy with it overall for sure. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.